Hey, glad you can make it. Welcome to Fantasy Dad Pods, where dad bods are glorified and dad jokes are encouraged. I'm JT, accompanied by Sean. Sean, how are we doing?
I need to change it up there a little bit. We're doing good since the what 30 hours since I saw you or whatever it was. It's probably it was a little more than that, but it's 48 hours. It's called 48 hours. But yeah, it's not a lot's been happening. We're in the lull of the summer, dragging along. Baseball's over. All the sports are over. We're getting ready for a big trip coming up, so that's what we're doing. It's finding all the little stuff like, oh, we could put this on a plane, little books, little. Wife got two little airplane thingies that inflate, and they can make like the kids' seats like beds, basically.
Oh,
So we're gonna try that since we got some long flights. So any sleep we can try to get them to get, that'd be advisable. But
yeah.
yeah, just getting ready for that. Like nothing. Uh, got the little packet of stuff to get ready for kindergarten. So working on that. It's funny. You probably do this. Like they get really excited. They're like the packet. Okay, I could do this, and then they get like 3 pages. And I'm like, do I have to keep doing this? I'm like, you've done like 3 pages, and like two were like color the frog.
Yeah.
And write your name 3 times. He's like, do I have to write my name? And I'm like, you write your name every day at school or at daycare, and you don't complain. But now I ask you to write it 3 times. Oh, I don't even do it. The packet does, and you're like, do I have to? I'm like, okay. But yeah, it was just funny to watch. Like so into it for like the first 5 minutes. I was like, man, this is gonna go great. Into it, and like so quickly like tapered off. But I was like, that's all right. It's all right. He was actually staying home that day. JT on a Monday they both stayed home because they had temperatures. But I think the youngest was Teeth coming in. He stayed home with me again today, but he's going back tomorrow. I don't know what the oldest was. He had a temp a little bit Sunday night. Was super just gassed and like was tired, so he kept him. About noon, the temp went away. I don't know what it was, but like he didn't have a runny nose, didn't have a cough, didn't have anything, just had a temperature. And daycare was just gonna send him back anyways if we brought him. So I was like, "You're both staying home with me." So he was just, I think it was like maybe he's just tired, but yeah, I got about 7 minutes of that workbook in, and it was great. And then that was it. So we'll see. We'll see how he goes. I'm sure he does better in like daycare and will do better in school. But for me, his attention span, he's just like, I don't do this anymore. I'm like, okay, I get it. But maybe if his friends are there, something like that, he'll do fine in school, I'm sure. But man, at home, it's like pulling teeth with that kid. So
Yeah, same.
yeah.
It's
What
a
about
whole
you?
different thing. When I'm at home, like this isn't fun. I do fun stuff at home. School, I do work.
Yep, yep,
Well, I survived a 5 week summer baseball clinic. Last time we potted was like a
yeah.
month ago. We were 1 week into it. Did a whole another 4 weeks. We like numbers around here. You ready? Let's see if I can rattle off the numbers off the top of the dome. So we had 82 kids show up over the course of 5 weeks for a total of 751 sessions. And so that averages out 50 kids a night. 30 total hours of baseball training and scrimmages. 5 weeks, 3 nights a week, 2 hours a night. I think I dished out over, well, not me, my wife, set over 720 Otter Pops consumed.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
Over 100 DQ mini blizzies handed out for those cards,
Yep, yep.
and over like 120 packs of baseball cards handed out. Kids got a swag bag, stuff we
Yeah,
all get. We all know it.
yeah.
It says this kid loves baseball on it. Inside, baseball necklace, cooling towel that says home run hitter on it. Uh, the baseball cards were in that. And then they also got the clinic t-shirt, like summer clinic shirt, and ice cream drip waffle cone arm sleeve. All
Man,
for the low price of $30 5 week.
why didn't I get an invite? I would have loved all that swag. I could do that.
Right? You had to be between the ages of 8 to 11 years old.
I can bench warmers it for you. Slip you a
Right.
20 and a birth
Right.
certificate. Is
So,
Sean out there drinking while stragging balls? Hey, he wanted the swag,
right.
Yeah.
He's just here for the stuff we all get.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a blast. The coaches, man, we averaged 10 coaches a night. We needed every single one of them. Mutual friend Zane was
Yep.
was one of them,
Yep.
and man, it's all It was fun. It was good. You could see a lot of development. I'm ready for a break. It's a lot.
Yeah, I didn't want to bug you about doing this because of like JT. I know what JT is. Like, I knew who you were. I was just like,
Yeah,
he doesn't, he don't got time right now. I get it.
it
I get it.
just consumed me. But yeah, it was good, and I'm ready to run it back. But in June, like when June comes around, I'll be ready to run it back. But um, super well worth it. But yeah, I'm in off-season dad mode. I'm gonna not coach this fall. The oldest is doing tackle football. He had a camp tonight. The youngest is gonna do some soccer, and I'm just gonna be. I'll help. I'll probably do like chain gang for tackle football, kind of whatever they could need to volunteer for. But this is now my off season.
What position is he playing in football?
I'm not sure. I feel like they technically have a tryout, but I think the teams are kind of somewhat set. So if I'm thinking he's going to end up on the team that we're hearing, I think he would probably be tight end, wide receiver kind of combo.
Yeah.
/ backup quarterback. And
Yep.
then on defense, I'm thinking he's like either a outside linebacker or maybe just like a free safety. I don't know.
I was gonna say, use that length. Kid's got length.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody either passing or catching the football. Get up on those
Yeah.
kids. Jimmy Graham style. Retired today, by the way. Shout out.
Oh,
That's why I thought of Jimmy Graham.
Ginger,
but then
Linky.
I didn't think about that until just now. But yeah, I was like tight end Jimmy Graham because I saw the thing that he retired today. But, that is another connection. But then, then safety. I was like, at that age, they're just gonna throw it up, and your son's back there roaming with those arms. I was like, yeah, he's gonna be able to swat some balls down. So that's what I would put him at.
He's not thick by any means, so he's got to use his lankiness to his advantage right now.
I feel like as not a tall person, shocking. I feel like kids do that though. I feel like kids go up first though. Like, you know what I mean? Like when they're that age, I feel like they're always like skinny and tall because they're like they just shoot up. Like I feel like the weight comes later.
Yeah, I was talking about it actually just in the car just now, and then I was talking with one of the baseball moms. She's pretty knowledgeable. I think she's like former nurse or whatever. She's like 10-year-olds usually hit like this kind of prepubescent growth spurt. They got some hormones kicking. You can see the difference between a 4th grader and a 5th grader.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa, okay, just like they're just a little bit more mass on them, and like they hit a growth spurt too. So, so we had the camp and swung by Del Taco, and I'm like, how hungry are you? And he's like, 2 burritos hungry. I was like, yeah. Let's pack on some mass. Let's do it.
Cultivate mass. Is that a trash bag full of chimichangas? Absolutely. Let's get him a trash bag full of chimichangas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Here's a spoiler. I've never been to Del Taco.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not against it. I've just never been to one. Like, just never. It's probably gonna hit up at some point.
You gotta hit it up if you're down for just like cheap, quick, like it's like what?
No, I'm getting into it. I'm not like gonna change my world by eating it, but yeah, absolutely.
No. Their menu is extensive. They've got like their burgers are even legit. I've
heard the burgers were decent actually, like at Del Taco. Okay.
And then they got us. I mean, it's kind of what you remember, like what Taco Bell used to be. Like it was super variety.
You're speaking my language.
And like the value menu, and it was like fairly cheap.
Okay. Because there's that one over by Fred Meyer that I always pass, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
because I was like, okay, we'll get 2 burritos. We'll get today's Taco Tuesday, so they have the taco deal. They got like a loaded French because they got crinkle fries with their burger. So I got loaded carnita French fries to share with the wife. And then I look, and he goes, anything else? And I'm like, we don't need a drink. And I look at the sign, it's got desserts right there. And I was just like, they got like mini churros, those mini little like Cinnabon with the icing in the middle. They got like a knockoff version of that. And they had like some little empanada strawberry filled thing. And I was just like, you guys got it all. Like they got milkshakes.
What'd you roll with?
The wife was like, I think we've got enough. Because I was just like, one of this, one of that.
I would have made churros eat them in the car. She would have never known.
Right?
Yeah.
But they've got the boba with the Sprite kind of like type drinks. They
What
got the milkshakes.
what burritos did the youngster go with to pack on the mass?
Beef and bean
There you
cheese.
go. Get to it. Get to it.
Yeah.
Get some beef and some cheese. The beans for filling. The cheese is for the calories.
Right.
There you go.
So yeah, it was good. Topped it off with the snow cone right there in the parking lot.
There you go. There you go.
But
All right. All right. I'm down.
yeah,
I gotta do it now. I'm hungry, so now I gotta go do some Del Taco. Okay.
whew. All
Okay.
right. So you know who packs on a lot of mass?
Who?
Big leaguers. Big leaguers who want to hit the ball far because, as CC Sabathia said, the mass is in the behind. That rhymes
word
with
that
it.
rhymes with mass. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so if you want to throw gas, you pack on the mass. But if you want to hit it far, you gotta just have a big dumper, right? Shout out
He hit
Cal
one tonight.
Raleigh.
It's still going right now.
Hit one tonight, and the reigning home run derby champ. We got to see most of that. It was pretty fun.
That's legitness, as they say, as the kids say.
Timeout.
Oh.
I got a dad question. This is perfect for this.
Okay.
I thought of it as it was happening. So Cal Raleigh, home run derby. His dad's pitching to him.
Yep.
His younger brother's catching him.
Which, by the way, shout out for those that bigger than Cal Raleigh, and still in high school. So
right.
Sign that kid. Okay.
Yeah. And so Cal's sitting him. Who would you rather be in that moment? You want to be the dad pitching to your youngest son and having your oldest hit off of you in the home run derby, or do you want to be the one hitting off dad with your younger brother catching, or do you want to be younger brother and just like soaking it all? I thought it was a really tough question.
At this point in my life, man, the easiest job's catching it, but I don't know if my knees could do that. You know, like physically,
you're gonna be in the moment.
Maybe because I have less stress on me. Maybe just catching because I don't know if I get in that groove of throwing the ball, you know, or he's hitting it as much. I don't know, responsible, you know, because the pitcher does matter, you know. Yeah, I plunked him at one point. Like there's been bad BP pitchers in these things, and it's affected the thing. And so like the timer starts in that first swing, you got to be in kind of a groove, like the pitcher. So I don't know if I want that pressure on me, you know. I don't mind being the guy back there catching the balls. That seems like a pretty easy job. I could do that. I'll do that. But I mean, you know, if one of my boys wants to be in the home run derby, I'll throw some baseballs. We'll see what happens. If he wants to be in the Major League Home Run Derby, I'll think of worse things to do.
Right.
But again, like that was the crazy part. They're like, Cal Raleigh, big dumper, he's a catcher, big kid. And they're like, here's my high school brother. I'm like, he's bigger than you, and he's in high school. Like,
he's framing the.
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening? Like, he's so big. Like, he's got to probably size out a catcher. And I'm like, dude, like, stop growing because you're a catcher, but you play anymore, you're not going to be able to catch no more. They're going to stick you in left field, you know what I mean? Or first base. Like, you're going to pick one of those two. So, but he stood up. I was like, you know, she's like, oh, it's a big dumper, my wife. And I was like, look at the kid stand up. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that kid's in high school. Like, these are Major League Baseball players. And look at that kid. He's a kid. He's a minor. Like, that was the craziest part. I was like, yeah, he won the home run derby, but his brother is gigantic. So I was like, what are they feeding those Cowboys, those Raleigh boys?
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong.
Call them up. Like, you want to pack on some mass, it's working. Like, call them up.
Oh yeah. The announcers got awkward and they paused and they just changed the subject, but they were something like, man, look at younger brother. He's got the big behind, and look at dad pitching. He ain't got it. So I wonder who they got that from. Anyways, this home run derby is sponsored by T-Mobile.
Quickly shift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where did you get the dumper from?
I think I would pick the dad. I think it'd be cool to be hitting, obviously, but I think that's the pinnacle dad moment.
Yeah.
You're pitching your oldest. Your youngest is catching. He's got all of future ahead of him. Your oldest is technically a runner for MVP, home run leader, and you're just like there in that land. Like, there's no bad choice. It's just like that was a pretty cool, surreal father son moment.
Yeah, as a dad, I'd probably pick the dad, but I was thinking more physical need. What I could physically do is probably catching. Because swinging a bat that many times, I don't think I could physically do that right now either. But let's say you transport me into, like, I could be Cal.
Yeah.
Being able to hit a ball that far would be pretty sweet. You know, like, just what that feeling would be like one time. Speaking of hitting the ball real far, wait, did I just switch these up in my StatCast? Yeah, Denzel Clark, 471. I'm still
Yeah.
calling you the Oakland Athletics. Deal with it, owner.
He's the
Yeah,
one that's been robbing home runs left and right.
dude, like
Now he's
nuts.
jacking the longest distance over the last 4 weeks.
741. Dang.
471.
Yeah, just dang.
God, like there are some names up here that are like, what?
Yeah,
What's happening? Like, did the ball change?
I
It's obviously warmer,
accidentally clicked on exit velo first. I was like, oh, this makes sense. And then I clicked over to actual distance, and it is going good for Jack Caglione. Shout out. That's our boy, 466. Jonathan Aranda, 467 up here. Jordan Westburg making an appearance. I mean, then you get your O'Neal Cruz and your Ronald Acuñas, but like Romy Gonzalez, top 10. Randall Grichuk, Eli White. Like, you're right. This is quite the list right here. Why did Atlanta hit so many? I mean, there was a couple. They played 3 different teams: Atlanta, Philadelphia, and New York. Okay, it was not all just like, all right.
That Acuna one was just the other day. That big one. But man, there's
so many. Just
this is late June through now. Currently July 22 through. Actually, it was almost exactly 4 weeks. This is just a weird. I mean, who's normally on this list that's in the top 20 even?
O'Neal Cruz, maybe.
We've seen Cruz, we've seen Acuna, but otherwise, like Ohtani's at 18. We know, like
Jorge Soler's been known to hit a long dinger, just doesn't hit him that much anymore. I guess you count it that way.
I mean, I know the months are starting to get warmer, but did the ball change? Like, I'm starting. I don't know.
The only repeater up here too is some Sean Murphy action. 2 in the top 12.
I want to go back to that post about the drag coefficient at the ball. I wonder if there's, because we'd have a whole another month's worth of data since we last talked about that. That'd be interesting to go find out.
Second guy, top 2 in the top 22, Romy Gonzalez. Here we go. The stash, JT. I'm just telling you, the stash.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the power is coming from. Cal's got a dumper. Romy's got a stash.
Does Sean Murphy have both?
I mean, we know Sean Murphy is caked up. I mean, the GIF will live forever, right?
Yeah, is that a stash on him?
I think it's more of a
picture.
Well, it's kind of like the Bobby Witt Jr. Facial hair, where it's kind of like the pirate, what I call it. They don't connect. The mustache and the goatee don't connect.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, also I saw someone made like a fantasy list of like what the USA team will be, 1 through 9, and they had Bobby Witt Jr. as a 9 hitter. I'm like, you're fired. I know that there's a bunch of dudes, but like, you could probably bump up Bobby Witt a little higher than 9.
Well, that's what he ended up doing the All-Star, because he didn't make it as a starter, and then the way he subbed in, he was subbing in for Jacob, right? And then
he's like, what, a 10 WAR players for last year, and then he's on pace for 8.5 now. I'm like, I move him up. Like, he's gonna be hitting for me. Like, I was like, glad you got him on your team as a shortstop, but man, batting that guy ninth is just insanity. Like, sorry, I love you, Pete Alonso, but you batting 4th or 5th? No, it's not happening. But yeah, I was like, we're taking some crazy pills. I just saw that. It reminded me of they have the same facial hair, but speaking of like bat speed, we got to see O'Neal Cruz in the home run derby. Totally worth it. Didn't care he was an all-star. It was amazing. But this list, JTV flip over, is exactly, other than like one guy who you could probably point out right away in the top 10. I'm like, one of these is not like the other, but everyone else is a Judge, Stanton, James Woods, which that's him now. Vlad Guerrero, O'Neal Cruz, another Giancarlo Stanton.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just the fellow in Miami, Ramirez, 116.9, snuck in there amongst the Shoheis and the Stantons. But yeah, good shout out for him. But yeah, his name stood up, but everybody else, it's exactly who you expect. 2 over 118. My goodness.
And there's like tons of repeats. What, James Wood got 3 in the first 17. I mean, he's got
And
3
Bobby
hits
Witt's
over
back to back
140.
after that. Boom, boom. Yeah.
Goodness.
Cal Raleigh's up here one time. So Juan Soto, Junior Caminero, James, and then like you said, number 17, James Woods. Dude, James Wood. I'm just saying, or Woods. I say using Woods. James Wood. Shout out. What a lot of people's former derby was his first experience with him, but I know we've been talking about him for a while on this podcast, so glad he got a little bit of spotlight there. Same with Junior Caminero too, to be honest. Got a little spotlight there.
Yeah, the small market guy on the big stage, getting in the final round.
Yep, I was happy for him. I was so happy that the boy won, and it was a little sad for Brent Rooker. I know, losing a fraction of a foot,
like an inch. Yeah,
that was rough. But he had to go in two. Shout out Brent Rooker. But let's say Miles, let's get in the nitty gritty. Let's get some ad drops. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's just go by positions. We haven't done this for a while. Let's go. Let's say shout out first base. It's just the first one I got. All right. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Nick Kurtz.
Yeah.
Yep. Athletics first baseman. 54% rostered, and again, I'm in a composite of ESPN, Yahoo, and Fantasy Pros.
Okay.
So 54% rostered. I'm just saying, 220 at bats, 19 dingers, good for a 975 OPS.
That'll do.
I don't know if the 975 is going to continue, but even if you get a little regression after this, I want to see where it goes. You know what I mean? I want to see where it goes. A lot of people have first base eligibility. You could snag them for your bench, but like this is we're at 200 at bats now, a little more than a hot streak. Let's see what happens.
Right.
I'm very interested. And 54% rostered seems a little low, and Brandon Lowe's too is at 61%. He's basically better than a version of Brandon Lowe. Let's go. let's flip those. Who else? Oh, Salvi makes sense. JT, what do you make of Vinny Pasquantino? 78% rostered.
He had a decent month through June, and then of recent July's been kind of struggling a little bit. I like the profile. I think he's got a good eye and good approach. It's just kind of all or nothing right now.
Yeah.
But I picked him up and dropped Hoskins a few weeks before Hoskins got injured.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of riding with it, but I like the profile, I like the lineup. I think you could probably stream a little more efficiently, but for where I have him on the team I have him, it's 14 team league. I just kind of needed someone playing every day, and I don't think he's going to hurt me, but it's just every once in a while that offense can kind of it's very much all or nothing.
Yeah, it might be a hot take here. Vladimir Guerrero is 99%. I just don't. He's not a superstar. He's not. It just at 800 OPS for 99%. He gets a lot of runs. Yeah, 60 runs. But he has 400 bats. You know what I mean? 13 home runs for your first baseman. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be rostered, but at 99%, we're talking 99%, and my first baseman has 13 home runs. That's a power position, and I'm just really? Vinny Pasquantino has more. We just talked about him. Not a huge difference. Yandy Diaz has more home runs and a better OPS. I'm just saying.
Shots fired.
That's just straight up a fact. Matt Olson.
It's just a fact.
Matt Olson is just he's a dude, but still, I'm
So you're saying
what has more? And he's at 200 bats.
As soon as the robot umpires implemented, Vladito is going to be a glorified catcher. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, man, but I remember the one season everyone's 1,000 OPS MVP. I get it, it's there, but at a certain point you have to do the thing. It's been so many years. I keep saying this every year. I'm he's 99% rostered. We're talking 99% rostered is reserved for him and Pete Alonso. Let me see how the first baseman are 99% rostered. Him, Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman, Bryce Harper. One of these things is not like the other right now. Bryce Harper's at 880 OPS. And he has over 100 less at bats. And the same number of home runs. What are we talking about? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I'm like, guys, like he has to show me he can be the guy. And it's point if you drafted him, I'm not saying drop him or something like that, but don't hold his value to what it was. Maybe like shop him, be like his name might be worth more than he is right now.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy talk. Like yeah, why is Matt Olson should be. Hey, Pete Alonso does have 21 dingers, which sorry hiccups. And 77 RBIs, that's actually really really nice. But I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's just me. I'm sorry. I sucked up all the room. What do you got, JT? Somebody else. I don't even hate him. I'm just saying, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
I know where you're coming from. It's just I don't. He offers like a really great floor, but yeah, I don't know if he can attain an MVP.
To be like the third first
Like,
baseman though, like I'm just like that's
yeah,
like he should be like 80% roster. I feel like something like that. I'm just like I just
I
don't get
mean,
like he's tier one, and I'm like, is he?
yeah, his ADP for ESPN was the first baseman overall
Yeah, I would
off
have
the board.
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, Bryce Harper has the center home runs and it has 100 less at bats. I just like, what are we doing? I just, Yander Diaz, the catcher for the Houston Astros, has as many home runs. I don't know what's happening. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Ben Rice has more. I don't, call me crazy. Yeah, there you go. Kyle Manzardo has more. I'm just like, you're first baseman. I need you to do something. You have 60 runs. Awesome. Nothing else stands out. Nothing. I don't. That doesn't to me warrant the third best. Third highest to tie for the highest rostered of all first basemen. It just doesn't do that for me. Shout out Kyle Manzardo. It's our boy there. Go Cougs. I'm not rostering him though. He's 7% roster. He's probably higher than 7 though. Like 760 OPS with 16 home runs. I'm not saying it's like world beater, but 7 seems a little low for that. I feel like you get close to the 800 OPS, should be at a decent clip rostered.
For
Like that's
Manzardo, is he kind of platoons, right? A little
yes,
bit
but I mean like, and
strong side.
he has a sub 300 on base percentage, which is rough. But like he doesn't play every day, but he hit some dingers. But I just feel like 7's like disrespectful. Can we get him at like 20? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Can
I
we
feel
get him a
like
pencil for the middle of the mustache? A little thin there in the
yeah,
middle.
yeah.
It's kind of like too.
Like Gavin Sheets, 20% rostered, and Kyle Manzardo, exact same OPS, and he has more home runs. I'm like, can we just do 20? I feel like is the 10 points of on base percentage worth the 13% roster? I don't know. I don't know. So Gavin Sheets just has 51 RBIs, so there's that. But anybody else, or you wanna go on to second baseman?
I'm trying. I mean, depending on how deep your league is, like I'm trying to help out with like. Well, I mentioned the Hoskins injury. Like Andrew Vaughn's going to get plenty of playing time in the
All right,
meantime.
so are you? I'm not saying that like you have to love Andrew Vaughn. Are you? I know he's been kind of hot being moved, but like,
Yes.
is it was it solely a move, or is this something that you're like?
No, just playing time.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, I mean, 1500 OPS at AAA, and Hoskins get
yeah,
injured. He's hot right now. He's on a streak. Like that's all I'm seeing.
yeah, yeah,
And obviously the whole team itself is on a streak. So it just kind of seems like, you know,
yeah. I mean, they've won 12 in a row now. Is that what it is?
yeah, I think
So
so.
yeah, I mean, he's the same. Andrew Vaughn is the same rostered as Manzardo. Come on, come on. He has 600 OPS.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's disrespectful. Like, yeah, like that's where the disrespect comes in. Come on. But I'm just seeing anybody else way down here that I'm super digging on.
Miguel Vargas is on a bit of heater since the All
What's
Star
he
break.
what's he rostered?
26%. But I
All
mean,
right.
on the White Sox, I'm just like, I feel
Man.
like he's just filling
Yeah.
in. Like, I liked Vargas when what didn't he come from the
The
Dodgers to
Dodgers. Yeah.
the
Isn't he the sad picture guy? When they like Showed him, and he's like, "Yeah, I got traded."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Vargas. Yeah,
I always liked his profile. I just feel like it's just I don't
I,
know what.
it's just such a black hole of like fun. I feel like on that team, like you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge like vibes or clubhouse guy, but clearly there's a floor where it matters, and just the White Sox don't have anything. Like, I mean, I'm not saying Vaughn's turnaround is solely because he got out of there, but it clearly helped a bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to wear on you being that bad for that long, and there's really no end in sight. It's just got to wear on you. So
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, just it's rough. That's rough. So yeah, I don't mind that, and he's gonna play hopefully. I like Michael Bush. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I think on this podcast last year, I was like, is it just a hot streak? Is it one hot streak? He's kind of just doing it again, you know. He is still streaky, I think, a little bit, but I mean, the man has over 900 OPS. I mean, a 380, almost a 380 on base percentage, and hits 20 dingers.
Oh yeah. Like
Like he's 68% rostered. What are we? You know, like again, those are all better than Vlad. Like, I'm just saying, like I'm just bring it back full circle. But I'm just saying, like, what 68% roster? I feel like he needs more love there. Like, what should be way higher than that.
you're playing with house money too, like especially when you say, "Hey, do you want a really streaky hitter when he's hot? He's hot on
Yeah,
a really good Cubs lineup." Like, yeah, because what's the alternative? You know, just in some regards, like Nick Kurtz, he's playing out of his mind right now. But
yeah,
like, how long can that last on an athletics lineup? Like, who would you rather have for the rest of the season? I might lean
yeah.
Bush, but you know,
Because
it's just
I feel like on that good team, no matter what's happening, like you could be even like in a normal situation, like a flyout, like a flyout becomes a sack fly for a good team versus a bad team. Like there's constantly people going around, like just opportunities to do something. Like he's fourth and first baseman in RBIs this year,
mhm.
and with a lot less at bats too than the other guys. He has 60 less at bats, and they got 3 guys in front of him. So in theory, he would probably be second behind Pete Alonso if all at bats were equal. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, I just
After I say that, I'm like, you know what? Nick Kurtz is slugging out of his mind. His slug is over 600 in
yeah,
224
yeah. I
at
don't know if he's
bats.
got 1,000 OPS, but
But when you're gonna hit like for the month of July 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 home runs so far in July, like if you're gonna do that, like it doesn't really matter.
and and like we're at 200 some at bats. You know what I mean? Like it's not like man had a hot 2 weeks. Here we go. I'm like, you're 230 at bats for Nick Kurtz. I'm like, now again, you're not gonna have a 970 OPS when the season's end. Sorry, Nick Kurtz. Prove me wrong. Feel free to prove me wrong. But it's not that there's like complete smokes and mirrors here. Like, I'm like, okay, like the slugging comes down, you know, you bounce out around 850. That's like you got a free first baseman. That's free real estate, as they say, you know. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So expect the dip, but that's fine. Like that's absolutely fine. Let's see what we got at second base. Let me see here. Let's see what we got at second. Now filter here. All right. Gosh, there's because I have Yahoo in my filter. It gives me so many people, so many positions. It's just
Oh, right.
it's all over the place. I gotta like because I didn't talk about Salvi in my previous one because I'm like clearly he's a catcher. That's why you're drafting him. But I was like, gosh, he's up here. Like, and I have to like mentally like can I talk to? Who can I not? Who actually plays second base? And who actually doesn't have it? Let's see here, JT. While I'm looking at, is there anybody?
I actually did it the opposite this time. I was like, who's worthy of dropping? And I know Tommy Edman plays on the Dodgers on a regular basis, but his counting stats on any other team would not be supported by his 223 batting average with a 276 on base with below a 400 slugging. Like, I
276 is rough to look at. 66% rostered. Oh,
like, wow. We just downloaded MLB The Show
yeah.
on the Switch, and the oldest has been exploring which teams, which players, and like he found the Dodgers. Like, wow, this Dodgers team's really good. I'm like, yeah, they are.
They're
He's
pretty good.
like, and the third name out of his. So he goes, oh wow, look at this. This Freddie Freeman and Shohei Ohtani, and then wow, Tommy Edman, and I'm like, what stood out about him? He's got a 99 speed in the game, and I was just like, you got to get on base to use it. Was my
Yeah.
immediate response.
Yeah, I just picture you in the kitchen like, and Tommy Evans, you like stop, you're like, wait a second. Wait.
The next thing you say out of your mouth will determine whether you're going to your room.
This is the talk in your house.
Yeah.
Here's the talk.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's find someone to replace on your roster.
On your roster. Let's climb down here a little bit. Give a shot to my boy Romy Gonzalez. Boom, there you go. 16% rostered.
With the mustache?
With the stash. Again, stats slugging 550. Don't know if that's sustainable for Romy, but everything else looks like it's not crazy. You know what I mean? Like, other than the slug. And when things come down. Because again, like, you're not gonna get a lot out of Tommy Evans. And Boston is a nice little club right now too. So honestly, it's not too much of a downgrade. Honestly, the Dodgers offense has been kind of a letdown in general this year. So the bump you thought you were getting, we all thought we were getting with Tommy Edmonds, has not really been there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been Boston. So
my immediate one was like, oh, you want the Tommy Edman profile, but like, where's the stolen bases? I'm seeing a Matt McLean.
Oh, hey, yeah.
There's 14 stolen bags. Like, he's been solid. How about that? Ratios aren't that much better, but he's giving you those extra stolen bases that you kind of would want out of an Edman, out of a second base type.
And what are you on, Jose Caballero? I don't know what is going on over there. You have as many stolen bases as runs. It's just like, this is not Ricky Henderson level 80s territory, but it is apparently. Not saying roster him, but just like, I saw stolen bases and I'm like, you have double the next guy at second base. I like, that is bonkers. I was like, okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to see who else here.
Caleb Durbin?
Who's Caleb Durbin?
What's Caleb Durbin? He's an
Milwaukee.
A solid on base, does not slug whatsoever. Well, for some reason, he's ranked 11th in the player rater on the season.
He's got a 350 on base.
Yeah, he gets on base, 9 stolen bases, 5 home runs. Like, I mean, I guess only 249 at bats, so he hasn't been playing a full season, but there's just someone you can, great strikeout to walk ratio. Okay, so he's trying to just be like Jacob Light. Like, yeah, I mean,
he's Nico Horner, just light, honestly. Yeah, he's going to steal a good clip of bases, and he's going to get on base at a better rate right now with no pop, but he's going to strike out basically a 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, strikeout to breaking ball ratio. Shout out. But
so, I mean, he's dirt cheap. There's not too many second basemen to replace for that are injured currently, but I mean, those middle infield positions can be really tricky in those deep 15 team.
Yeah. The stats really drop off at second base. I mean, we talked about that before, but they really drop off here. The pop or anything lack thereof or anything, is already, we're talking the 80% rosters. I don't want to be a negative guy, but Jazz Chisholm, he's 96% rostered. Man, I don't want to like hound this, but I'm just like, he does have 17 dingers, but like, my goodness, I don't see the superstar that everybody else sees. I just don't see it. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like what Gleyber Torres was with the Yankees. So ironically, like, it's just like a second baseman that you're just trying to hit a home run and like nothing else really matters.
And we talked about his time with Miami. Like, he's got 17-10 and only 240 at bats. He's been hurt every year for the last 5 years. That's a trend now. Like, it's not the exception anymore. Like, you understand he's going to miss time. So I don't then care if he misses time. You have to bake it in. So now I care what he's doing at the end of the year. And yeah, he has a bunch of home runs. That is awesome in New York in that little league ballpark. And how many of them were like the first week? Like, I just felt like, you know what I mean? Like, man, like, it was just, And again, good player, but like I'm just saying, like the overall, he's had 1 home run. Okay, he had 3 home runs this month. Okay. I saw a lot of zeros there, but I'm just like, man, 96% rostered. I'll backtrack this while I'm doing this. Now that I think about it, it is second base. There is not a lot because like even the dudes you think Marcus Semien is struggling right now.
It's power scarce. It's stolen base
Yeah,
heavy.
some of the guys you thought were going to like Bogarts is like really this is who he is. No bounce back. Marcus Semien, no. Nico Horner is doing Nico Horner things, but he's just not stealing enough to like make up for the lack of power this year. Like he's not going crazy. He's not pulling a Jose Caballero. So I
Yeah,
guess now that I'm looking at it live, maybe Jazz Chisholm should be the 4th, but I'm just like not because I don't think he's the superstar that some people in this saying he is. It's just there's nothing else this year at second base. Like there's like the 3 guys at the top, obviously, Jose Altuve, Mookie Betts, and Marte. But other than that, and even Mookie Betts has really struggled. But
I was gonna say it's the year of Ketel Marte.
yeah.
That, and then like the Gleyber Torres, like, hey, he's back in lowercase back.
Yeah, as in like he's like fine. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's like
he's relevant.
He's a serviceable player.
Yes. But yeah, Ketel Marte is just
he's the Cal Raleigh of this. Like the difference between him, the only thing that's with Cal Raleigh is Will Smith's kind of going crazy right now in some of the categories. But like it's Cal Raleigh so far above for every other catcher. It's like I can win you a league, and same with Marte. Marte's like I am so much better than every other second baseman. It's a joke.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's been injured here and there, but I like it because he is a switch hitter.
Yeah,
because right, he had the same amount of home runs lefty righty last year, if I remember right. I forget the number was,
and he
something
has
like
110 less at bats than Mookie Betts, and has 8 more home runs. So yeah. He is
man. What if he was a Mariner? Then do you cry a little bit inside, or
he was a Mariner and he was not this? Was the problem?
I know, that's what I'm saying. What if we just stuck it out and see what he could become? Do you cry a little bit inside?
Chris Taylor? No, I don't think he ever would have been this at the Mariners. I'm pretty at peace with that. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty at peace with that. I don't think there's a lot of players that just need that switch. There's just some guys that never. Him and Chris Taylor, that was the middle infield, and they were both like serviceable. They were both upside of Gleyber Torres this year. I was like, that's fine. You know, if one could pull out an 800 OPS, I'd been like, oh, that's great. Never would have thought one was going to win a World Series MVP and kept Marte as a 960 OPS. I never would have thought either of those would have been in the realm of possibilities. So
right,
I think
that's a good point.
Best that they moved on. Yeah, they
had to go get all grown up.
I don't think Chris Taylor's profile would have long term. He would have been like a guy. I was higher on him actually than Marte because I was like he could hit some singles and a little bit of doubles here. Never hit really that many home runs in this ballpark. But I was like, he could probably have like a 750 OPS and play solid shortstop. But like, is that what you need from your shortstop? You know what I mean? Like, maybe on those bad 2010 Mariners teams, I'm like, just can anybody be okay? And so I was like, that's why I was waiting for Chris Taylor. But like on a team that wants to do something, that's not happening. So
right.
I'm glad they moved on. But third base. Let's go to third base.
Moving on. Third base.
Speaking of moving on, the guy who wants to move on is Gino because the dude won't stop hitting home runs since the rumors are picking up. I don't know if you've seen it, JT. Did he hit one today? I don't think I don't know if it did today. This website is not. Let me check live. He has 5 home runs in 3 days coming into today. Want to take a guess? Did he hit one today?
Well, I'm looking at it already. Say no.
He has not. I mean,
I don't know if the game's still going.
The game is still going. It would take quite a comeback, probably a tie game, extra innings for him to bat again, though. But yeah, 0 for 4. Damn. But yeah, Gino's like, trade me because I'm hot. And we talk about he's streaky, so he's 94% rostered. That's what it needs to be higher. What are we doing? like I'll eat that one, curl on that one. Gino needs to be higher. Like that is, dude has 36 home runs. What are we actively doing? But yeah. Jose Ramirez is still king. He's already 2020.
I've rarely seen what J Ram did. His last 15 game, like what his July? Oh my god, he has a 21 player rater score on ESPN for his last 15 games played. I don't think I've ever seen it eclipse a 20 even in a 2 week span. That's ridiculous.
Dude is in the month. This month he has, since the 4th, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 home runs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He is 9. He is 9 since the 4th, and that includes
Plus,
the All-Star. That doesn't include the All-Star break. That's eliminated 4 games.
yeah, and then all those runs in Ribby, like, oh my goodness.
9 stolen bases, 9 home runs in 18 days, minus 4 games. Probably 5 games because there's a bye game in there, so or a day off in there. That's a good. That's why he gets to 21, JT. there you go. Oh, also, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 walks. Wow. So he's walking once a game. Every other game he's hitting a home run and stealing a base. Minimum. That'll do it, JT. That'll do it.
Oh man. Okay, I found my third baseman.
Let's do it.
29% rostered.
Okay.
Addison Barger.
Oh, okay.
Of the Blue Jays de Toronto.
Yeah, but they have to find at bats for Vladdy. Sorry, I gotta let it go. He also plays third.
Right. Yeah, just rookie, lots of power, playing pretty regularly. He was kind of a platoony left-handed hitter, but he started facing lefties here and there. Like he just faced Robbie Ray and then Excerpt, and then but he sat the bench against Rodon. So it's like they're picking and choosing. Every time I turn around, he's having like solid, like he'll pop up 2 multi-hit games a week, and he's in the lineup, and it's got a good power profile, and the third base plus the outfield is nice, but I mean, it's just being able to be flexy. But 29% rostered, I feel like could bump that up a little bit. Like,
yeah, I agree. I'll give a shout out here for this one that I didn't think was gonna happen. Noelvi Marte has been hot recently, bumped his season numbers up a little bit, so he's been kind of hot these last couple of weeks. So you should probably get some look at. He's not filling out the stat sheet as much especially as J Ram. 3 home runs, 1 stolen base, but like at least the average in the on base is creeping up a little bit. He's still batting the bottom of the order, so the runs and RBIs there, but if he's sporting at 830 OPS at 24% rostered, plays third. So
this is good because there's at least 4 major third basemen that are on the IL, and fairly recently. Paredes just went on bomb just right before, and Riley right before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And then who was Max Muncy was on a heater, and then he tweaked his leg on that play.
He got
so he's out for a while. So this
got his eyes worked on.
Yeah, those are 4 legit third basemen on the IL. So like, there's these free agent third basemen low rostered.
Yeah. What is your thoughts on Cam Smith? Really hot. Ebbs. Now he's kind of like went down. Now he's kind of come back up a little bit, but then kind of.
Oh, you're talking about his play on the field? I mean, he's a good looking guy. That's the first thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he was very, very streaky. It's like literally the ocean. I feel like I just don't know. Do you play him like kind of like a Geno in the past, where it's like you buy the hot streak, sell the cold streak, or is he good enough on the highs to keep him? Because he's 33% rostered right now, has outfield and third base eligibility.
I think ESPN has him at 18% rostered. Okay, I feel like you could probably bump him up a little bit more. He has that third base outfield eligibility on ESPN. I still feel like he's that fringe, more probably free agent than rostered, unless you're talking about a deeper.
I think 33% is almost right on. Like,
I think he's fringe on a 12 team. It might be a team hurting with some IL spots. Yeah. Otherwise, I think he's a free agent. I think he's just a little bit too not enough consistently.
But
Like
like you
when he's
said, there's a couple
streaky,
guys
it's not
missing.
even
Yeah.
consistent heater.
Mm-hmm.
But for a rookie, like we talked about, like Mason Wynn, that was your boy last
Yeah.
year as a rookie, like cutting his teeth. Like this bodes well, I think, positively for next year. I don't think it's worth the juice is worth the
So what you're
squeeze
saying
this year.
is, end of the year, snag him, sneak him on your roster for keeper status.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't
Okay.
mind that because I mean he's an athletic guy. They keep trying with him. They keep playing him. Maybe he figures out. I mean, like this is a long season,
Yeah.
and
And he's a rookie playing multiple positions. It's like, it's figured out. New team.
yeah. I mean, he just came off finally got a break, but
His numbers I just looked at it, got bumped up from playing in Colorado. 8 for 15. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Loved hitting cores. Okay. There we go. Had a rough time in Seattle, but it's rough to hit in Seattle for anybody, really. So,
Is post hype sleeper Brett Beatty? Is he here? Is he for real now?
I still like both of those Mets players, Brett Beatty and Mark Venutos. I
Mm-hmm.
still am like, they could do it. I think they could do it. Like, just like watching them, I'm like, there's a thing where you're like, it's kind of like, it's gotta be like the scout eye or something like that, where you're like, that's just really smooth. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and it's more with the bat than anything. Because again, I don't care about your glove. It's fantasy. I'm just like, you could swing it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, come on, he can do this thing. So yeah, what I'm saying is, I absolutely believe, because I never stopped believing. Don't stop journey. There we go. I want to see it.
Dang.
I want to see it. I want to see it for both those boys. Yeah,
We all want to see good baseball. God,
I'm kind of
Matt
digging the
Shaw.
Mets team's pretty fun. I'm just saying. I
Yeah,
want
it
a lot of
is.
Mets team to do good things because they're pretty fun. So
Yeah, I think Matt. I just saw Matt Shaw, but I think I kind of been in with the same rookie Cam Smith
yeah,
thought. It just
yeah.
Matt Shaw has his different profile. He's a lot of that mid infield eligibility with the just a
He's got a
little
little
bit
bit.
of a stolen base lean, but it's just not
And he's going to take
really.
a little more growth, I think. Like you said, everything you said with I just asked the question. What's his name?
Cam.
Yeah, he's got more growth to do, but you could still see it. But he's just got even more growth in Cam. I still think, but there's a little bit of. I like what I see, but yeah, I think he's. I don't know if next year's gonna be a thing, but I think like in the future, if we were talking about him in the same way, I wouldn't be shocked. But I think he's got a couple more years to grow. But let's go to shortstop. Let me sort by frosted. Let's get this. There we go. Let me see here. Let's scroll down and see who's far too high. Nico Horner's a little high, 90% rostered for that, but he does steal some bases. He does play for that. Let me see here. So many. Man, shout out CJ Abrams. But yeah, I'm glad he's doing something. Trying to just see. Yeah, I just was like, who is this? I'm like, Tommy Edmonds. I'm like, okay. We were talking about Tommy Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pump the brakes on the hype for the Tommy Edmonds. I kind of have one JT, and let me double check here. Is Jacob Wilson? I like the profile of it, but is the roster and the All-Star game and everything was it on that on base percentage? Was it on that on base streak largely driven, and minus that narrative and all that stuff? Is he 80% rosterable? I don't know if I really see it that much.
I think it's well, it's. I hate to make the comparison because it's just too similar. It's Luis Arias. It's
Yeah.
it's
A little more
the
pop.
Jeff.
He's got 10 dingers at least. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's just like Jeff
Yeah.
McNeil prime.
He's
Like you're
like his
just
dad,
like,
Jack Wilson. I feel
yeah.
like can hit you 13, 14 home runs, but
How about this? He's going to be super valuable when they're playing in Sacramento, but like when they go on the road, you're like, I
yeah.
don't know what I want to do.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely probably a little bit overhyped. I mean, he's like clear and cut the best rookie in the AL this
And
year,
clearly
and so
better actual baseball. And we're talking fantasy. Like, it doesn't have to be
yeah,
AL Rookie of the Year in real baseball because, like,
yeah,
what it is in total is great. But yeah, offensively solely.
So obviously better real life than fantasy, but that 357 OBP plays, the 10 home runs, the 5 stolen base, the counting stat, those 46, 44, like that's fine. I mean, you probably could, but I mean at shortstop's deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of good shortstops, so it's just
And
kind of.
you can have those great on base numbers and those fine things, but if you're not filling up the counting stats, there's a lot of guys who will. There's a
Mhm.
like they're not going to have the on base and that's great as you, but they're going to fill up that like O'Neal Cruz up here, much lower OPS, almost 100 points lower OPS, has 16 dingers and 30 stolen bases. Like that is like great. He's only on base 314 and he's killing you an average, but that 30 stolen bases is doing a lot of lifting for you. You know what I mean? Like and Jacob Wilson, you have 5. I just like that's hard. You know what I mean? He has 15 counting stats between the two of his stats, and O'Neal Cruz's lower of the two is 16. Not to
Mhm.
mention including a stolen base. So I'm like, man, like in fantasy baseball, and you play shortstop, you got to either hit dingers or steal some bases. I feel like other numbers be damned, like because there's
Yeah.
other people will do it.
Yeah, it's kind of like fool's gold. Like you get on base that much is like I said, prime Jeff McNeil is coming to
Yep.
mind, second base. Like, man, look at all this. And you're like, well, he's getting on base, but nothing to show for it. Like if you get on base, you need to either steal or have enough power to like back it up. But like if he was on a different team, if he was batting leadoff in a different environment, like the runs would be there, but they're not. And it's just
Yep.
it's a little bit of fool's gold, but
There
like.
are 15 other players who have the same or more counting stats in one category than he has combined. So he
Mm,
has 15 stolen bases or home runs combined, and there are 15 other players who have that same or more in one of the two stats. That's what I'm saying. Like it's 15 deep to just match you for one thing. And I'm like, man, if you're gonna do that, your on base better be like 450. You know what I mean? Like it better be really, really high.
mhm.
So I just because he's not gonna hit dingers, just steal some more, and then we'll be all in the train. But you've got to like, yeah, I just don't see it. I just don't see the 80% roster.
You know, who's being dishonored right now?
Uh
It's
oh.
Mr. 2020. It's Zach Neto. He's already got 15 dingers, 18 stolen
Yeah.
bases,
There are no 2020 people.
65
There's
runs.
like 6 people that are like right there. Short stuff. Like they're all like
Right.
right there.
But like but
Yeah.
last year out of all
Yeah.
the 2020s, he was the one that you're like, "Oh, he did it."
Yeah.
Um what he started off the season on the IL and then he's been playing ever since and
Yeah.
65 runs. Like
Yeah.
there you go. 18 stolen bases, the 1,565 runs. That is relevant and
Yeah.
33% rostered for
Yeah.
what the
That's
player rater and ESPN
yeah.
says the ninth best shortstop.
Yeah.
That's that needs to change.
Over 800 OPS. We just talked about it. Net Jacob Wilson has 40 and 40. He's got 65 in that category. Like and 15 and 18 already. And played and been hurt once. So yeah, that's like I'm saying, it's a deep position, man. Zach
Hmm.
Neto is like up here, like dropping 15 and 18 at the break. Like he's on pace for 30-30 or almost. Yeah, like it's a hard knock life out here. If you're just an okay shortstop, it's hard. It's hard to get fantasy playing time. Let's see who else. Yeah, he needs to be much higher. Trevor Story, you're fine where you're at 46% rostered. Just needed to throw that in there.
Can we just tip our hat to Ellie De La Cruz just getting better every single year? He's answering
Yeah.
the bell. He's answering the critics.
Yep.
He's at 359 on base. He's got 76 runs, 65
Yeah.
RBI, 18 home runs, 26 stolen base. Like those are legit counting stats.
He
It's crazy.
he leads or is not leads, but is way up there in strikeouts for them. But he has increased that by increasing his walks and doing the other little things, like not trying to hit a home run every time he's up there.
Hmm.
And so that on base just exploded. And that's he's 18 and 26 already. So Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, someone that big, yeah, he's gonna strike out because it's a big area to cover. But
Right.
he is maximizing and still learning to like get the most out of everything else, and it's impressive. It's impressive how quickly he did it too. Because I mean,
Right.
we talk about it. O'Neal Cruz and him were very similar. They're compared a lot, and he did not figure that out. Whereas Ellie, you see the difference. Ellie took the step, and it's night and day difference. And O'Neal Cruz is still killing it in his own right and doing his own thing. But like Ellie De La Cruz is like, wow, wow.
Is this the difference between Kobe and Vince? Is this kind of like
That's actually a really good comparison. One is like really all around, does the thing, and Vince Carter, like, I don't want to say it's like work versus talent, but it's kind of like an easy way to do it. Like Vince had just so much talent. O'Neal Cruz has so much talent.
yeah.
And I don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. I'm sure O'Neal Cruz is working out, but it just, and then what you hear about Kobe is like always in the gym, up at 5, doing the thing. Ellie put some work in clearly, and that is paying off. Like,
Wearing Terry Francone's glasses. You know,
there you go. There you go.
maybe he needed just a spectacle.
We've talked about this.
Check.
Invest in optometrists, and you're going to do well in baseball. Like, why is the front office not on this already? Like, they put on glasses, and they're like 900 OPS.
Yeah, I want to see a correlation between like your vision 2020 or better or whatever and your on base or batting average or whatever.
Is glasses going to be the next steroids? We're like, we got to ban glasses. It's too much. They're just getting too good at seeing the ball.
If I own an organization, it's like free LASIK for all my new prospects that I sign.
Like,
And
like a strip mall. How expensive could it be nowadays?
right,
Come on,
exactly.
major league owners, like even the cheap ones, like come on.
If you're worse than like 20/40 vision, like I'm giving you LASIK. You're welcome.
Come on, like seriously. All right, let's see.
Probably write it off with like HSA or FSA
Seriously.
or whatever.
Catchers. Cal Raleigh is a gun. There we go. Leads twice as much stolen bases as the next guy, and twice as much home runs as the next guy. Cal Raleigh winning you some leagues. Like there you go, catcher. 99% rostered is not enough. Needs to be 102%. Figure it out. Let's see who else. I feel like catcher is going to be the most accurate of what I feel like it's going to be, because like any sort of movement is like gotta do this, except for Sean freaking Murphy. Okay, I just went down here. Okay, hold on. Let me line this up real quick here. That man is tied for 5th in the league in home runs, 70 OPS, and is 20% rostered as a catcher. What are we doing?
ESPN is 13. Yeah, it's
what is happening?
He's rated the 9th best catcher.
And that's because he has 200 at bats because he was hurt. This man is sandwiched between Salvador Perez with one more home run with 372 and Ramirez with 300. They have more, and he has 2 more than him, like 331 on base percentage. There's 2 guys with higher, and it's Cal Raleigh and Will Smith. He's arguably the 3rd best catcher in baseball this year so far in a rates based, and he's 20% rostered. Get on it. JT, I need you to look. If you don't have Cal Raleigh or Will Smith, you need to pick up Sean Murphy. Do it.
I have Ivan Herrera, who has been injured 2 different times.
Get Sean Murphy.
I'll say his ratios are good. 374
Ivan Herrera is
OBP.
actually really good. It's just he has 170 events.
Like he's in.
He has more than double the percentage owned a roster than Sean Murphy.
Yeah, Herrera's back, and so I could probably swing something into because Herrera's going to get some outfield eligibility, because I don't think he's going to play catcher the rest of the year is what I think I heard. He's going to DH. And
Carson Kelly too, 39% rostered. Bump those up. Rookie numbers.
Right, renaissance year for Carson Kelly.
Yeah, a catcher. Everyone we're talking about like, oh man, it's only 200 at bats, blah blah. It's 30 at bats for a catcher, and they're getting hot. You got to do it. You got to pull the trigger again. If you don't have Will Smith or Cal Raleigh, you need to be checking catcher who's hot, because those are the 2 that are locked in right now. Everybody else, it's a free for all. And apparently, there's just Sean Murphy just hanging out there for some reason. So my goodness, that's what needs to happen. I need to see those numbers. Adley Rutschman. I don't propose dropping him. He has enough of a track record, I feel like, in the 2 years. But rough year and hurt. 90% rostered.
Yeah. Yainier
Yeah.
Diaz, 70% rostered. I don't. It's just not his year.
It is
He was
not his
he was
year.
supposed to be a heavy batting average with some good counting. Well, if he's batting 241 for a catcher, like whatever. But he was supposed to be your 280 with all the extra counting stats in Houston. It's just not.
Will
It's
Smith's
just not.
batting average is 330. Like that is just.
Yeah.
I knew you said. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Just. But yeah, I bring that up because Yandy Diaz's on base percentage is 270. So there you go. Not a bueno thing right here. Hunter Goodman's average is over 270. Let's put it that way. Hunter Goodman, 80% rostered, exactly where he should be. Nice year so far, sir. I'm just so mad at Sean Murphy being so low. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Even Herrera is up there. JT 49% rostered is I think him, Carson Kelly, and Sean Murphy need to be bumped up. Like Sean Murphy needs to be the third most rostered catcher. Plays for the Braves still. I know they're struggling, but man, like
Murphy gave us slight trust issues after last year.
I get it, and he didn't start very well this year either, didn't he?
No, because
But man,
you look at what his like last year's comparative to, he's pretty much. I mean, he's got some more RBIs and more home runs, but otherwise, it almost is identical. Like if you take away those extra couple home runs, he probably has the same ratios. It's just he's hit a few more dingers that weren't.
I mean,
outs.
yeah, he got 40 less at bats this year and has 6 more home runs. he's just I think he's closer to 2 years ago, 2023. Like he's just I think he's back. I'm just saying it. Like he's back, bro. Like he's got it. He's got it figured out. He's locked in, ready to go. Prime Oakland, beginning of Atlanta days. Let's get it. Let's get
it.
Some OFs, some outfield. Aaron Judge is good at baseball. Okay.
Check that box.
That's been checked. All right. Okay. This takes a little longer to scroll. Good to see Byron Buxton up here. Needs to be rostered in more leagues. I see 89. It's too low. Teoscar Hernandez. Personally a little too high. 92% rostered right now, but that's fine. That's nitpicking more than anything. Okay, Michael Harris Jr. 63% rostered. What are we doing still? The man is a 230 on base percentage. Not like on base percentage is a 230. You talk about can't steal base if you're not on base. You're really not on base.
Woof.
And it's 63% rostered. For what? I'm sorry, for what? You have 12 stolen bases. 12 stolen bases is enough to get you 63% rostered?
All right. I'm convinced. And who are we picking up in his stead? Ramon Laureano.
Ooh, okay.
Got a 861 OPS with that 341 on base. Heck, he's even just hitting 279. He's got 13 dingers, 4 stolen bases, 37 runs, 41 RBI, and that's even like initially it was like limited, weird, spotty playing time. Now he's a consistent in that lineup, and I mean this is post PED's Ramon Laureano, and he's always been like a super big energy kind of guy. So like, yeah. I feel like he's always kind of sneaky fourth field outfielder kind of valuable. So I feel like 4% rostered is a little teensy bit low. Just saying.
Yeah, I feel that too. Trent Grisham,
what is rated as the 14th best outfielder on the year.
I think Trent Grisham's a little low too. 19% rostered. I think he needs
Can you just name someone without a mustache? Like, there's a lot of mustaches that you're.
Well, Grisham in his picture doesn't have a mustache, but
we know it's there. It's like this giant fuzzy caterpillar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a connoisseur of a sweet mustache. Like Do they still make the Mustache and Aficionados magazine? Because I need to subscribe. Do they have magazines still? I don't know.
Right?
I honestly don't know. I went to the doctor's the other day and they didn't have any magazines. They had like, it looks like a doctor's office specific magazine. It was all the same title over and over. And I was just like, what
Oh,
is that? So yeah, they don't do magazines anymore. It's kind of like we're losing this stuff, you know. First Blockbuster,
it's
now
kind of like a newspaper in the Midwest, and we'll find out what happens to that this September. I know it's not going to be the same, but I'm just kind of like
I know.
nostalgic. I kind of want to see.
I'm
I don't have,
definitely gonna watch.
yeah, I don't have any expectations, like
Yeah,
high or low
I
or
just
any.
want
I
to
just want
see
to,
like, yeah,
yeah.
I'm so curious. I'll check it out.
So for those who don't know, the paper.
The Office spinoff, or
So,
yeah,
yeah, whatever you would
yeah.
call it. All right.
Anyways, yeah. Let me see who else. See, like right next to him is Kyle Stowers, Michael Harris, 63 and 61% rostered. One has 22 home runs, one has 19 stolen bases and home runs combined. I'm just one. I'm going to tell you this, JT. One has a 400 higher on OPS than the other one, and they're rostered in 2% less than the other person. I think the owner, the rostered percentages are a little wonky here. 400% difference. Keep that in mind. 400.
I just discovered another random Milwaukee player that I don't think I've heard of before.
Are you in love with the Brewers? They did just lose,
Are
JT. They did just lose.
Are they just create a player factory, like these generic, like?
The question is the entire NL Central, is it real? Have we checked this out? That's my conspiracy theory. I don't think the NL Central is real.
I don't think this player is real. Isaac Collins. In his full name, he's got 2 I's, 2 A's, 2 C's, and 2 S's.
Like I just saw him. Yeah. I just saw him.
That's too many of the same. Like, he's 15th rated in the play rater. He's 1.2% rostered. He's a third of that has come over the last week. Nothing like spectacular, just kind of some decently, average numbers based on the bats he's gotten so far. But like,
yeah,
what?
I don't think he's real. I am more than thinking about this. The NL Central is still just not real. Like the Cardinals always do it. The Cubs have all these names now, and they're like Tucker, this, and then PCA is like the guy who's doing it, and we can't. And according to our WPR metric, we can't figure out why. He just swings at everything. There's no play discipline.
Right.
Like I don't know what to make of the NL Central. I love all the Reds hitters, and they can't hit this year. Other than Ellie. I don't know what the NL Central is. So I think, yeah, JT, I think we're just onto something. It's not real. It's just like the state of Wyoming. It's not real.
I think it's AI generated at this point.
Yeah.
Like Sal Frelick, he's been injured for a bit. He looks like that, like AI 1.0. But then you open up the picture for Isaac Collins, you're like, okay, his face tan doesn't match his neck tan or lack thereof.
Sal Frelick is the guy from like the 1930s. That's where he's a time traveler. Like that guy is like the perfect 1930s ball player.
Or he's like Sims, like the early version. But now Isaac Collins is like this new, like cyberpunk, like really good graphics. He's just
so
like,
if you're doing time travel, he is like the Prestige. Sal Frelick's like the Prestige, and say your guy's name again.
Isaac Collins.
Isaac Collins like the Terminator when he comes back. He's like the new thing.
Oh,
so we get a little Hugh Jackman, early Arnold in this situation. Shout out Brewers for doing that. There we go.
Who would have known?
Who would have known? Not this guy.
Not me.
All right, let's get to some SP. That's my fave.
All right.
RP just makes me mad. So because they just don't understand saves.
True.
They don't get it. I'm gonna be mad here in a second, but
Is
it's fine.
Lucas Giolito back?
I'm gonna say no, but I always liked Lucas Giolito, so prove me wrong, please. I'm gonna say no though. Sorry, JT.
I think he's legit enough to be fringe relevant. I feel like
Yeah, for that, yeah.
I
I
mean,
thought you meant
like,
back as like not
okay,
maybe prime Lucas Giolito, but like still like a good player. I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna be good, but this year could be serviceable. Absolutely.
yeah, I feel like he's not back to what his peak, but I feel like he's back to being relevant, which was like we didn't know. Remember the first couple season of Giolito?
Yeah.
It was like elite, and then like I'm a quad A. Not that's even being nice. I should be demoted to Dominican ball,
Yeah.
and then like
I,
yeah, he's got a ginormous beard now. I just kind of keep reminding myself that, but
yeah, Lucas Giolito.
here we go. Lucas Giolito, 6.75 ERA his first season. Next season, 2.38. 6.13 ERA, 3.41.
Yeah.
And then he figured it out a little bit, and then he didn't, and just we're just 2 years removed from a 7 ERA now, albeit 6 games started, but still that's awful. 30 innings. This is it's I want to believe, because what he did in 2023, which is like the last time we saw him, we didn't see him at all last year, but what he did in 2023 was like, oh, you see a glimmer, see a hope, see. I feel like I don't, me personally wouldn't want to dabble with it, but somebody else, I'm just like, well, good luck to you, buddy, because it could work out, but I don't know. It's such a yo-yo. I don't know what to make of
Speaking of that, I
Giolito.
went down a rabbit hole and I looked at that team where he was like the stud. Jose Abreu was killing it, 130 RBIs. Tim Anderson killing it, led the league in batting average. Eloy Jimenez killing it, healthy. And then you had Lucas Giolito and a young Dylan Cease next to
Heard
him
of him?
in the lineup. Ronaldo Lopez in there, not good, but played. I just saw like, why
Yeah.
is it a star next to his name? I don't know, because his ERA was over 5. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah. Ross Detweiler, 33-year-old up there. Alex Colomé was the closer. Boom. You're welcome. You're welcome. That was it.
All right.
I had to go down that rabbit hole, but I just
All
wanted
right.
to reminisce of those old White Sox teams. Okay.
I got to choose one. You got to either choose Giolito or Trevor Rogers. I feel like we're kind of in a similar territory in terms of who is
Just
going to
rest of
get
season.
yeah, rest of season, redemption. Who do you trust more? Because they're virtually pretty much the
Trevor
same
Rogers.
roster.
Trevor
Okay, they're
Rogers, I guess.
pretty much the
It's
same
closer than I would have thought at
roster.
the beginning of the season, but it's Trevor Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Trevor Rogers is younger, less miles on the arm, and that's where it comes down to. Yeah, I say Trevor Rogers, but I would have laughed at you if you asked me that question before the season. Now it's not a laughable question, so there you go.
Boom.
There you go. But yeah, Trevor Rogers. Let's see who else.
Also, both right around 40% rostered, so I think that could bump up
Yep,
to
I have
50,
44 and 52. Want to guess who's who?
I bet Giolito is 52.
Correct. There you
He's
go.
been on a little bit longer of a hot streak.
Yep. Let's see. I gotta be honest. My boy Shane Baz, 70% roster, needs to be less. Give the boy a break. He's coming back from injuries. Let's. The hype was there. It started off real good. Let's just, let's ease him into this again a little bit. He's already 50 more innings than last year. I think maybe the tank is getting a little bit on E. Yeah, he has pitched. Let me see. He's pitched more this year than the previous 3 years, or 2024, 22, and 21 combined. So might be a little tired. I think it started off so good, so good, but getting tanked. Let's see here. I'm trying to sort by guys, by the dudes.
We got a guy, Noah Cameron.
Oh,
I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him in Kansas City. It's
they're a little
been
factory of pitchers over there now.
yeah, it's been a couple bumps in the road, but you know what? When he pitches, the bumps have been the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Cubs. Like we can be okay with
Yeah.
like may you know, but just the Cubs yesterday. 6 innings, 4 earned, no walks, 2 home runs, 7 Ks. I mean, it's got a mixed bag. But the game before that, the Mets, 8 Ks, no earned, 6 and 2/3. Like Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
7 Ks, 7 innings. Like I think I can trust him enough, and then maybe I just shy away from like a tough away matchup like Chicago was yesterday. But yeah, I where did I just find him? Because he was 36% rostered. I'm like, we need to be in the 60s with Noah Cameron. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Okay. Okay. I've seen him right here. Yep. Yep. Trying to see here. Lesser to a lesser extent, but kind of the same thought process. Oh no, no. Dang it. No. I was looking at the wrong one. Well, he's also hurt, so that's why. Tyler Malley's on the 60 IL. That's no bueno. I always gotta check that first. I'm like, these numbers are nice. I'm like, I forgot he went on the IL.
Mm.
Gotta check that before I start going.
Am I at my Milwaukee limit?
No, you
Is
can
there a
Milwaukee this
certain,
up.
is there okay. Quinn Priester, last start, 6 innings, no earned, 10 Ks against the Dodgers. Say less. Just the end. El fin.
The last time he got an L was 513. Just throwing that out there. Last time he got a because I was. It's funny you say that because I was literally on Quinn Priester.
Oh,
Quinn
okay.
Priester. So that's how I exactly know what he's doing. So, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
in that case, Brandon Woodruff. Just tell me if I hit too many Milwaukee. If there's a threshold, just
you're
stop
talking to the
me.
guy who rostered Brandon Wood for like 3 years in a row. So I'm a big Brandon
Yeah.
Wood fan. So yeah, he was my boy always. He's like my second first round picks. Like the fringe. Like I'd be on the turn, get some Brandon Woodruff. He was like I felt like he was underrated. Like there's all those aces, and I was like Woodruff's out here just throwing innings, man. Like he is just throwing real good innings over and over and over. Then he got was it thoracic syndrome?
He's the poster boy of
Yeah.
he's actually returning from that
Yep.
thoracic
Yep.
outlet, and he's
He pitched
he's
yesterday, man. He looked good against the Mariners.
he's the
Like
one that actually survived this surgery. He's looking
I
legit.
like my Mariners, but I love certain players, and I was kind of like, can he have a good day? And man, he had a good game. He
Hmm.
did some things. So, yeah, it was a good game. I joked because in the first inning, I think Woodruff had a little struggle, but it was still like 15 pitches. The guy got on base or something like that, and then
Hmm.
getting a little foul on a couple balls off. Kirby was out in like 7 innings or 7 pitches. Second inning gets out like 10 pitches, so 17. And Woodruff's like 6 pitches. So they're both at like 24 pitches in 2 innings. I'm like, we're about to have a 45-minute game here, fellas. And for the first 6 innings, I was right on cue. And then Kirby blew up for 6 runs. And then that was all the scoring the entire game. It was 6-0 like, in the next inning. So that was it. I was just like, man, we're about to. Kirby and Woodruff are just going to like, we're going to be here for about an hour, 10 minutes. Someone's going to hit a solo dinger. We're going to go home.
Right?
Like, that's it. So that's other
Just
than one
keep it
ending, that's
simple.
what happened. So yeah, yep, he is back and he is dealing. So yeah, throw him on there. Trying to see. Let's see here, man. Zach Gallen is 80% rostered. Why?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
I still
why?
feel like in a really league he's relevant, but like I don't even know if I would care to stream him.
That's my boy. And I'm just like, man, let him earn the trust back. Let him get to the trust circle again because he ain't there yet. He's not back there yet. Still my greatest acquisition ever at Carl's Jr. Zach Gallen. There you go. There you go.
A dark horse. So we're going from one ginger beard to another, from
Okay.
Woodruff to Rasmussen. He's gonna
Are you
start
saying there's
getting
something with the tinge, a little bit of ginge in throwing the baseball? Is that what you're saying? There's a power
yeah.
there.
They're bringing the heat.
Oh,
They're
okay.
bringing the noise. He's gonna get a starter's workload. He's 57% rostered ESPN. Um, they're easing him back into that workload. So I feel like he finishing strong, and I just feel like, I mean, maybe, well, his next start's Monday against the Yankees. That'll be tough, but I feel like I I like the upside, and kind of sifting through all these other names. Like, I feel like could be worth it.
Yeah, I like that. Let us switch over to some RPZs. Okay, let me see here. Have they adjusted? Has the fantasy world caught up to things? It's a little better. Okay. The first two closers in saves, Josh Hader, 99% rostered. Carlos Avestes of Kansas City, same number of saves, 20 less percent rostered. Still don't understand that completely. Because again, I think a lot, like, I have a relief pitcher. The stat I care most about in today's game, if you have it in most leagues, is saves. Josh Hader has slightly better ERA and a slightly better WHIP, but at the end of the day, yeah, those are nice, but I need you to save. You got to get the SV. You got to get that, and they have the same number. And we're talking a 2.4 ERA and a 2.7. It's not like one is like a whole ERA. You know, what are we doing here? Why is one 20% rostered? One has been in 42 games. One has been in 43 games. One has 4 wins. One has 5 wins. I guess Josh Hader strikes out twice as many people, and that's great. But you're not getting the 42 innings, the 40 innings of these guys for their strikeout ratio. You want that? Go get the starter. That's actually going to affect your strikeout ratio. Get that saves. Yeah, every little thing helps. But man, like, you could find the strikeouts somewhere else. There's starters get a lot of strikeouts famously. Starter's not going to get you a save. Come on. But man, there's a guy who has 21 saves. He is tied for 5th in the league, and he is 61% rostered. Emilio Pagan. I feel like I should sort this, JT, and like the top 10 should all be 80 plus. I don't know why we're doing this with our lives. Hey, Munoz is 97 now, so there you go. You figured it out, baseball.
Little hat tip there.
There you go. It took you a couple months. Still not, I said everything I said about Josh Hader. Munoz's ERA is 1 full ERA point lower and less, but that's fine. Whatever. Cool, whatever.
Yeah. Can you mention the other low roster percentage of the guy who has the 5th most saves that plays on that team in MIL?
Milwaukee, Trevor McGill.
Yeah, I've talked too much
I see
about
70.
Rivers.
I see 72. I see 72% rostered, but don't
59 in ESPN.
He has a better ERA than Josh Hader. So what's the deal? What's the deal?
Right.
Again, Josh Hader strikes out so many people comparatively, but like,
what's the name of the game? Saves.
I'm not getting Josh Hader for 66 strikeouts. Like, that's not moving my needle. You know what I mean? I can get any of the starters we mentioned have more strikeouts than that. That is not the driving needle here. Like, come on. Like, Edwin Diaz too. He's down there, but like, yeah, he has 60 strikeouts. Edwin Diaz is killing it right now. My goodness. I've loved the Mets. I talk about all their hitters. I just forget that Edwin Diaz. I feel like Edwin Diaz ebbs and flows, and this year he is ebbing, or is he flowing? I don't know which one the good one is. That makes more sense now I think about it. Yeah, flow makes more sense. He's continuing his JT. Let's go back to 2016, his first year in the league. Sub 3 ERA. 2017, above 3 ERA. 18, sub 2 ERA. 19, above 5 ERA. Sub 2000, sub 2 ERA. 21, above 3. 22, below 2. 24, above 3. 25, below 2. It is every other year. Every other year since 2016. This is not a small thing. So every even year since 2016, he's at a 2.8 or below ERA, and that was the first year. Other than that, it's below 2. It's literally below 2 every other even year. Other than that, a 3.2 ERA or above for every odd year for 9 years. He has done that, and it's a wait. What happened? Oh, he missed 23. Okay, sorry, it flipped at one point. He missed 23. World Baseball Classic, got him. Then it just kept going though. So he missed a year, but it didn't matter. His internal clock was still. So there we go. That's what messed it up. But yeah, every other year, it's gone that way. JT, it's a good year. So what I'm saying is, don't draft Edwin Diaz next year,
It's the
no matter
odds
what.
evens thing.
It's just a thing now. It's just what
It's
it
a
is. So,
it's been proven with the Giants and
science,
in the like odds and evens, they matter.
science. Yeah. Anyway,
Are you an odd or an even type of person? Like you're placing the
um,
bet at the roulette
even
table.
number, even number.
Even.
I go even.
I
Yeah.
go odd.
I go if it's a craps, I go even black. That'd be my color and my numbers.
I go odd and red, obviously.
Well, of
So
course you go red.
one of
Yeah.
us is gonna win.
I
One of
go
us
no numbers in green.
triple zero.
Green. Yep.
Oh,
True wild
all right.
card.
I've got a dad bod,
Okay.
but it's Todd Raleigh. We talked about him. I was trying to
Yeah.
rack my mind here at the end.
No,
It's like it's Todd. Like
that makes sense.
he was the epitome. I mean, he brushed his own son back. He
Grab the plate, man.
HBP'd his son like, hey, I know it's your home run derby and all, but like extend the hand, stop crowding the plate.
Yeah.
Bro.
You'll always be the dad. You got to keep the kids in line, and he was crowding.
Yeah,
Check him.
40,000 in attendance, millions at home. I'm still exerting my dominance. I'm
Yeah.
still alive, and I'm throwing you the ball. I'm in charge right now.
I'm still dad. Yeah, exactly. Checking him. Got it. And he went kind of high with it too. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was Roger Clemens level, but it wasn't low. It was not at the dumper, as they would say. He didn't throw at the dumper.
No, you don't go after the moneymaker. You just little
Yeah,
shoulder, elbow.
Of all the players, you usually want to get hit in the butt. Sean Murphy, we talked about earlier. But Cal's like one player you don't touch the moneymaker. I mean, he's doing porta potty ads now. Cal Raleigh is. You gotta have the dumper.
You think it's insured?
Well,
Just
I
by
know.
itself.
I know. Obviously, hair can be insured. I don't know what you would need, like, unless you got attacked by a shark. That's what make the. I mean, like, hair can be lit on fire. Things can happen. What would cause a butt to go like suddenly, butt to go away?
I don't know.
It is Shark Week, so that's why I bring up sharks.
That's true.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have to insure the butt. I don't know if you have to. So I think he's okay. I don't think he has to burn some insurance money, which he just got paid, so I think he's fine. But still, I don't think he has to burn some insurance money on his tuchus, so I think he's all right.
All right, cool. That was fun. It's been too long. We'll try to be more regular with that. It's my bad. But yeah. Thank you, as always, for joining us. We appreciate you listening. Take care, be well, and until next time, see ya.
See ya.